Whenever you're looking for tips on leadership or emotional intelligence or people management, you invariably find yourself in the non-fiction section of a bookstore. But fiction has been our oldest classroom. Remember fables? Panchatantra, Aesop's fables, they all had morals. Every story ended with moral of the story. Non-fiction may dominate airport shelves and bookstore shelves, but even the most data-heavy book survives on anecdotes. Even the best non-fiction leans on stories to convey its message. I'm going to talk about leadership through this book called Cloud Cuckoo Land. I have it right here. On the surface, Cloud Cuckoo Land stretches across centuries. There is a 15th century Constantinople, there is a present day library, and there is a spacecraft in the future, centuries away from now. But beneath the timelines and the lyrical prose lies something else, a meditation on what it means to lead. The first leadership lesson this book gives us is this, that leadership is about stewardship. It's mistaken to be about power, but leadership is about carrying forward a legacy, and mostly a legacy that doesn't even belong to you. Anna, the orphaned girl in the 15th century Constantinople, she is not a leader, she's not a general, she's not a public figure, but she becomes a steward of a fragile text. She finds the ruins of a book in the ruins of a library during one of her local adventures. And when she's escaping her city, because the Ottoman Empire is at the threshold ready to attack and she must escape like all the others, when she's escaping, that book is the only thing she carries along with her. Anna's leadership is intellectual courage. She chooses preservation over destruction. In a world collapsing around her, she protects substance. Then we have Omer. Omer is a boy conscripted into war. He doesn't want to fight. He is pushed by authority, by systems, by men who confuse command with wisdom. He is inducted into the Ottoman army, and when he meets Anna, he is escaping from the Ottoman army just like Anna. The only difference is that he is part of the army and Anna is on the other side. And from there, his leadership also becomes about stewardship. They escape together, they reach Omer's village. Both of them grow up together, get married, have children, grow old together. And throughout the manuscript, the book remains with them. The couple makes sure that the manuscript, the book, is safe. And when Anna dies as an old woman, Omer makes it a point to carry the book to the library. The library is far away from his village and he makes the journey on foot. That shows immense responsibility. Through Omer, the novel also exposes failed leadership. Leadership built on ego, expansion, blindness. The siege of Constantinople becomes a case study in what happens when leaders chase glory instead of responsibility. Then we move to the present day. We have Zeno and Seymour. Zeno is an octogenarian. He has translated a book. It's the same book that Anna had carried along with her. The translated version done by Zeno is being performed by a group of children in a library, and Zeno joins them every day for rehearsals. Zeno is not charismatic, he is not ambitious. He mentors children, he passes on knowledge. His leadership lies in devotion, in the long arc of commitment. Seymour, on the other hand, represents something contemporary, alienation. He believes he is acting for a greater cause. He has convinced himself that destruction will purify the world. His arc is a chilling reminder that conviction without empathy is dangerous. Vision without community is extremism. And that is one of the novel's sharpest leadership lessons. Intelligence is not wisdom, passion is not integrity, and disruption is not automatically noble. Finally, in the future timeline, aboard the spacecraft, we see a different model. Constance grows up in a controlled environment, believing a curated version of reality. Her journey is about questioning the narrative she has been handed. When she begins to investigate, to doubt, to seek truth rather than comfort, that's leadership emerging. Leadership here is intellectual bravery. Across centuries, what binds these characters is the preservation of story, the courage to carry it forward. And that's the deepest insight the novel offers. Leadership is about safeguarding substance when the world is burning, choosing continuity over chaos, holding the thread. In a time when leadership is equated with visibility, branding, or dominance, Cloud Cuckoo Land suggests something more enduring. The true leaders are the ones who protect knowledge, who nurture imagination, who think beyond their own lifetime. And probably that is why fiction remains such a profound teacher of leadership. Because it shows us leadership in its most human form, fragile, flawed, moral, and deeply consequential. In the end, Cloud Cuckoo Land leaves us with a haunting idea. Civilizations fall, empires collapse, technologies evolve. What survives are the people who chose to carry forward legacies that did not even belong to them.